How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another episode of Showcasing Local. We are down in Bonavista Vista today with Roger from East Coast Globe. He's going to be showing us how to make some bath bombs. So what exactly is going into this bath bomb today?
So this one in particular is a seasonal bath bomb that we call Newfoundland Wildflower and Lavender. So we handpick and dry anything from a lilac to rose to calendula. What else do we have? There's some daisies. And sometimes we have forget-me-nots. They're very tiny and hard to pick, so we try. Sometimes we do it, sometimes we don't. But then we have citric acid, so that actually makes the foam and the bubbling in the bath bomb. Cornstarch, baking soda. We use 4 types of salt. One included is our good friends just up the street, Newfoundland Salt Company. So we use their B grade, so we don't use their top stuff, but it's, you know, we want it a little chunkier just so that it dissolves. And Epsom salt, we use a fine sea salt, a coarse sea salt. So lots of good things. Not a lot of fillers. Our bombs tend to sink, and then of course they're all natural and all vegan product.
Awesome, I'm excited. So yeah, we're gonna get right into it.
Okay, so basically in this bowl we have our 4 types of salt. One, like I said, is Newfoundland Salt Company. And then we have the cornstarch, the baking powder, that's what's in here. So then I like to add, these are the dry flowers that we talked about. So we have the lavender that we get from up at Upper Amherst Cove. Calendula, roses, lots of rose bushes in Fort Union and Bonavista, which is great. Some daisies that we forage as well, and lilacs, which I find always a little hard to get lilacs because no one wants to give up their down their garden. They like to see them, so we get those out of St. John's. I have a friend that forages as well. So basically we're just going to mix them up a little bit and just incorporate, so make sure that all the salt and the flowers are incorporated. Sometimes a little dusty, so we use the fan hood here a little bit to just suck up any of that excess dust. Once you get it mixed up, we add, this is coconut oil, so we just melt it down. Then we have our essential oil, which is lavender, so just a small amount. Especially oils like peppermint, lavender, clove, they tend to very cloying. They're very potent if you put too much in. And a lot of people don't realize, like, because we use all natural and all vegan, if you use a fragrance oil, it's a little different, but where we use essential oil, if you overuse it, it will burn. It will cause some issues. So we try to, a good balance. And then we use iceberg water, just a little bit of iceberg water in here. You don't want to overreact once we put in the citric acid, because the bomb will actually start to bomb like it would in the bathtub if you have too much water in it. So once we mix it up, you just, for me, because you know, I'm used to being in the kitchen, so it's all about texture and touch. So you kind of gotta get that feeling, and once you're there, then I'll add a little more water or a little bit of coconut oil. Sometimes I find bath bombs, depends on what the weather is like outdoors. If it's dry, humid, you might have to adjust a little bit here and there. Today we're doing 25 batch, but typically we're up to 100 batch bombs. So again, it's very similar to baking. If you double or triple a cookie recipe, it never really turns out as the original recipe. So always a little tricky there. So it's all about texture and touch, almost like you're making bread, but it's not edible. This one here, again, it's a seasonal bomb. So once we're out of the wildflowers, and this bath bomb won't come back until everything starts growing in the spring and the summer here in Newfoundland. The cool thing this year is, you know, some positives with COVID-19. We're outdoors a lot and foraging a lot more than we would if we were in the shop and working away. So there's some positives for sure. Getting out with my kids, and they get involved quite a bit, and even staff get out and pick as much as they can if they come across something. So interesting. So the texture, you kind of want it to bind a little bit once you get there. That's what I'm kind of looking for. So I might add a little bit more water. Just grab that one for you. So this is our iceberg water that we've been using since day one, and that comes out of Port Union. The barge is there, and Ed Keene, which is a great guy to get to know, and kind of like a pirate for icebergs, but we're happy to have him on board and be part of his brand. So once again, you kind of want it to form a little bit, so that once you add the citric acid, you can't add no more water in it, because the acid will start to react to the water. So you kind of got to understand what you're looking for. And I think we're pretty close there now. Add a little touch more. So again, yeah, this season's been a little different for us, but we've been still continuing making and for wholesalers, and we're doing some curbside pickup, and we're just trying to satisfy the need that our customers, our loyal customers and new customers that we've been picking up this season. It's just been a strange one, but we're getting through it, like I said. So I think that's kind of where we are with that. So it's kind of like a snowball, you know, it's tacky but not like hard. So we'll add the citric acid, which is the last step. So this is food grade. So this is basically sour candy. If it's food grade, that's what sour candy is made out of. That gives it that sourness. So citric acid will make the bomb fizz once it hits the water. This one is a full bomb. So when I say that, typically when some of our bombs are full with the flour right in, and we'll press it, whereas sometimes we'll have half clay and half not clay, so it kind of gives you this almost like a dessert kind of look. And a lot of our products are kind of related to food some way, and that might be my influence from culinary school or working in kitchens. We just like to have things that are appealing to the eye, and definitely our bath bombs are kind of like little cakes and desserts when we're finished with them. So that's what you're just looking to incorporate the citric acid, make sure it's gone right through so you don't have big clumps or pockets, and we're ready to go press. So basically we have our automatic bomb press hooked up to a compressor. This is a newer piece of equipment for us. It makes our life so much easier, effortless really. Same kind of motions that we were doing before. So basically we put a cup of material, we level it off. We'll just put it in the cylinder, add it to the bottom, and then this is a safety mechanism, so you have to use both hands, so one hand can't get crushed in there. And then you just pop it in and you get this nice little puck. So basically that's our Wildflower bath bomb with lavender. And those sell really well because, like I said, it's similar to any type of a restaurant. When you have something seasonal that's limited, people kind of love it. And but for us, the foraging of this item is very important for us to gather as much as we can. So yeah, that's kind of how we do it. And then we have a number of varieties of bath bombs. We have an orange and calendula. We have a peppermint and a wild river mint bath bomb. We have a wild pineapple weed, which is another limited seasonal bath bomb. So that's basically, pineapple weed is like a wild chamomile, but it smells just like pineapple. And a lot of people don't realize what it looks like, but you've seen it so many times in your life. It grows in like in a gravel driveway, but we don't pick it from there, of course. But those are really nice too. So we use that one. We do a lemon meringue. We do a lavender and oatmeal, so a little more soothing. We do kelp and peppermint. So again, kelp forage from Newfoundland, which is really good for skin types. And yeah, so we just have a variety of those, and this is one of our bombs that we do.
Alright guys, that's been another episode of Showcasing Local. Huge thanks to Roger from East Coast Glow for having us down there. Hope you guys learned something. Make sure to check them out too. They're doing a lot of curbside pickup nowadays. And in the meantime, stay best kind.